Hi there, I'm Yvonne de Celis. I'm just here to show you a couple of quick energy healing routines you can do if you're suffering from feelings of anxiety and or depression. That's a very common question I've seen is, can energy healing help with anxiety or depression? For me, the answer is a very strong yes. I found energy healing to be extremely helpful for physical and or psychological problems, but for me it has been a true lifesaver, particularly psychologically. I got licensed in energy healing, March 2019. It was 2018 that I discovered what it was, though, and I discovered energy healing. When I say discovered, I mean I saw a video by Donna Eden via Mind Valley Institute, and I discovered her and I discovered energy healing probably about 2 months prior to the death of my father. And honestly, I don't know how well I would have coped with that if it hadn't been for energy healing. So again, I don't want to digress too much because I know your time is extremely valuable. So I want to just show you a quick energy healing method for when you're feeling very down. I learned this one from Donna Eden. I don't think this exercise has a name, but I believe she said this is good for trauma and overwhelm. It's also very good for grief. I find whenever I'm in a mood where I just can't stop crying, this one tends to help me out. So this move is very good for depression, for grief, for trauma, overwhelm, etc., etc. Just a word of warning though, the very first move is doing this, cupping your face, and you can either hold onto your head or you can just leave your hands within your energy field, which is about 2 to 3 inches away from your body. I tend to hold on. This can actually bring out emotions like you would not believe. I have had people tell me that when they do this part of the move, they find it makes them start crying. And actually, my husband was one who said it made me start crying and I couldn't stop and I couldn't figure out what the problem was. And the reason for that is because when you're doing this, you're tapping into something called the penetrative flow, which means the feeling that's buried deep, deep down. So it's possible that this could bring stuff up, but that's good because it means your system needs to get it out. It needs to free it. So this may make you feel sad for a little while, which I know is kind of counterintuitive, but it's possible that this can actually help you because it can help you release emotions that you didn't know you had. So hold your head like this just for a moment. Take a deep breath. And as you're breathing out, bring your fingers to the bridge of your nose where it meets with your face. So breathe out and press in on the bridge of your nose pretty hard. And as you're breathing out, just drag your fingers up your forehead. And again, drag up pretty hard until you get to your hairline. When you get to your hairline, you can stop right here. And I always mix up which meridian this is on. I don't remember if this is kidney, liver, or triple warmer. I don't think this is triple warmer. I think this may actually be the liver meridian, but I'm not positive. But anyway, you want to leave your fingers up here at the hairline just for a few moments. And then bring your fingers together. Twist your hands so that your fingers are at the center of your forehead. Press in and pull out to your temples. If you have a headache, this is a good spot to stay at for a moment. Just rub your head, rub the temples. That can help if you've got head pains. And then from there, when you're ready, slide your hands down in front of your heart chakra. I'm going to just adjust the camera so that you can see what I'm doing, hopefully. Sorry about this. I'm sorry if this is causing excessive noise. I'm hoping it's not. Just wanted to show you when I say heart chakra, I mean right on your heart, right at the center of your chest. Just bring your hands down. So again, from the temple, slide down, crisscross over your heart chakra. Hold your hands there for a moment. Let's take another deep breath. By now, you've probably seen a link to one of my other videos, which is how to get the most out of energy healing. It's just a video I do about proper breathing technique and staying hydrated, because again, I don't want to waste people's time, but intentional deep breathing can really help here. From your heart chakra, if you're ready, you can end the exercise here if you wish. This is a good spot to hold for a little while as well. But if you want to, you can continue this by sliding your hands up so that either hands on either side of your neck. Then slide down your shoulders, and you can just slide down, or you can go up and down like as if you were cold. And if you want to make this feel a little bit better, slide all the way and then go back up and slide your hands up, back of your neck to your ears and up a little from there, and then go back down. Once again, this is a microphone. I'm sorry if that made excessive noise. The reason this could actually feel good to you if you do this is because this is also tracing the triple warmer meridian. This is a way of tracing your triple warmer meridian, but you might feel a temperature shift or a pressure shift when you're doing this. If not right away, it's possible you might feel it afterwards. But this is something that might help you feel good as well. And when you're done and when you're ready, bring your hands together into prayer position, bring them in front of your heart chakra. And that's the whole exercise for that one. So that is an exercise that can help with grief, with depression, anxiety, and stress. When you're done, rub your hands together, shake them out. Rubbing your hands together and shaking them out is a very good way of getting rid of any negative energy you may have unwittingly picked up. So that's the first exercise. These next couple of ones I'm going to show you are really good for feelings of stress, anxiety, panic, etc. I'm going to show you 3 really quick ones. First one is just make a little duck bill with your hands, thumb down, the rest of your fingers up top. Bring them together this way. And with your other hand, just grip the tips and you can squeeze. This is a non-tapping EFT method. EFT, which stands for, as I learned it by Nick Ortner and the Tapping School, the Emotional Freedom Technique. This is a very good stress reliever. It's also a good way of replacing a behavior. If you have something that you do, like if you bite your nails, or if you're a smoker or a drinker, and you find you always have that as your go-to when you get really stressed out, try this out. And you can do either hand. Just squeeze the tips. And you want to do the very tips, that way you can squeeze pretty hard without hurting yourself. And you can also shift the way you're doing the squeezing, but that's a really good one. Think of it as a stress ball, but you're using yourself as the stress ball here. So that's one thing you can do. Another one you can do, and this is also good if you're having insomnia problems, if you wake up in the middle of the night and you find you can't go back to sleep. I'm hoping you guys can see where I'm hoping to point you out to. You want to go to the base of your skull in the back, right in the dead center. There's an indentation. It's a pretty big indentation. You can fit about the top half of the knuckle of your index finger into that indent. Put your finger into that spot, press in and up. And now your other finger, either you can use your middle finger or your index finger for the back. This is called the power point. You want to put your other finger on your third eye, which is between your 2 eyebrows up above a little bit, and then press in and up on both the third eye and on the back on the power point. Press in and up, and let's just take a couple of breaths here. And one more in and out. So that's one really good one. That's a really good one. Like I said, if you wake up and you just can't get back to sleep, that can be very relaxing. It can be very calming. Another thing for getting rid of rising panic is to put your fingers on your eyebrow ridge, which is about 1 inch over your eyebrows, pretty much parallel to them. Cover on both sides of your forehead and just hold your fingers there. And if you want, you can put your thumbs at your temples, because again, if your head's hurting, that can be helpful. Most important is that those eyebrow ridges should be covered. So let's hold it here, and let's just take a couple of breaths right here. And I lied. I'm going to show you one more thing you can do that's pretty helpful for a panic. So that's the last one there. I'm going to rub my hands together and shake them off. I just want to show you one more that I learned fairly recently. This is a pretty easy one to do. Just, it doesn't matter what hand you put on your forehead. I'm left-handed. I tend to do everything with my left hand. You want to put one hand on your forehead and put your fingers bent over the top of your head. And then with your other hand, put the fingers of your other hand between the tendons of the fingers here. So you can fit 3 fingers from the top hand in between these tendons. And let's just hold it here. I'm going to move this out of the way just so we can make eye contact, but just pretend my hand is here with my fingers over my head. But you want to put your other hand into where those tendons are and just hold it there for a moment. Again, I'm trying to move this out of the way so we can make eye contact here, but let's just take a couple of breaths here. And one more in and out. And that's everything. just one trick for the breathing too, and like I said, you'll be able to see more on this in the how to get the most out of your energy healing session. But when you're breathing in and out, just make sure your tongue is touching the roof of your mouth as much as possible when you're breathing in. When you breathe out, you can let it drop, and I go into the reasoning behind that in that other video that I will link to and will also be in the description. Anyway, I'm sorry to be so quick here, but I just, once again, don't want to waste your time and want to put something up on my channel for you. So I hope that was helpful for you. If you know of anyone else who might benefit from this, please share this with them. And also know that I am thinking about you, yours, your family, your friends, everyone. I'm praying for all of us. I know this is a really rough time right now, which is why I keep trying to do these videos to try to help people out. But please know you are not alone. You're not alone at all. We're here for you. If you want to leave me a comment, I promise I will get back to you. Thank you so much once again for listening to me babble. To my subscribers, I really, really appreciate you, and I hope you will continue to keep coming back. Thank you once again for your time. Namaste. Peace and light. Hope to see you again soon. Cheers.